Today I'll be installing Docker engine on Linux. Hi, if your laptop, your machine cannot carry the Docker desktop, you can install just the Docker engine. I'm going to show you the difference between Docker engine and Docker desktop. Docker engine, that is what Docker runs on. For every machine that must run Docker, it must contain the Docker engine. Without it, it cannot run Docker. While Docker desktop is Docker engine plus other things, makes it easy to run and test your Docker container in your local machine, in your laptop, in your system, in your desktop, or whatever you are using. So it's Docker desktop that makes it easy to test your containers. Docker desktop is just like the graphic user interface for Docker. Now, for instance, if I want to run Docker on a server that does not have GUI, I'm going to definitely install Docker engine and not Docker desktop. If I want to run it, test it on my local machine that has GUI, I will likely install Docker desktop and not Docker engine. So this is Ubuntu. I'll be installing Docker engine on this Ubuntu. In order to install Docker engine on Ubuntu, first you need to meet these requirements. My Ubuntu is Ubuntu 22.04 AMD. First of all, I'll need to uninstall the old version. To install Ubuntu Docker, I need to uninstall any old version in case there's an old version. There is no old version in mine, but I'm still going to run it anyways. So I'm going to open my terminal and I'm on my local machine now. I'm on my terminal now, so I'm going to paste the code. Because I'm running on sudo, it's asking for my password. Obviously there is none here, so it's not going to uninstall anything for me. So 0 upgraded, 0 not installed, 0 newly installed, 0 to remove. So nothing was removed, nothing was installed. Good. So next is to set up the Docker apt repository. So if you are not using Ubuntu, for instance, if you're using Debian or CentOS or Fedora or RHEL or SLS or even Raspberry Pi, all these are installation instructions for it. So go to docs.docker.com/engine/install. Then you can choose the particular Linux flavor you want to install. So here I'm going to install for Ubuntu. So I'm doing sudo apt get updates. I'll wait for it to update. Then I will follow the instructions here one by one until I've installed all I'm supposed to install. If I do sudo apt get updates, you can see I have Docker here. Next, now that I've updated, the next thing is to install Docker. So this is the command to install Docker. Okay, so I'm going to just copy, and I'll go over to my terminal and I'm going to paste. press enter. So here we have it. While this is installing, I would like to say that if you want to install Docker Desktop for Linux, you can also come here and install it. Install Docker Desktop and install on Linux. So I'll go to install on Ubuntu and install Docker Desktop for Ubuntu. So having installed Docker, we can confirm it's installed. Good, it has installed. Now I'm going to test my Docker installation. Did it work? Correct, my Docker installation worked. So I have hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly.